Costco is one of the few stores where you may need to wait in line to get in. You may need to wait in line to get a sample when you're going through the store. You have to get in line when you're trying to check out. And sometimes you have to wait in line to get out of the store. So why is there a line when you're getting out? Well, that's because they're checking your receipt to make sure that you have all of your items. So why does Costco check all of the receipts after going through all of those lines? I'm the Costco dude. I've been an employee for 15 years and I'm here to help you understand why we have to check receipts when you're leaving Costco. So Costco checks your receipt because one, they're trying to protect you, and two, they're trying to protect themselves. So as experienced or skilled as a cashier may be, they're still human and mistakes can be made. Sometimes they double scan something, sometimes they miss scanning something because it was hiding behind another item in the cart, or it was tucked in under the cart. And if you've noticed, some cashiers like to type in a lot of numbers, and sometimes they will fat finger a number or miss a number and ring you up for a completely different item than what you actually have. It's because of these small mistakes that we want to make sure that when you're actually leaving, you do have all of the things that you have in your cart. So why not just check this at the register? Well, if you've noticed, there's usually long lines, and Costco is all about speed. And we do, as cashiers and assistants, we do try to make sure that everything that's getting scanned is good. If I may defend the employee a little bit, sometimes members do get a little pushy. They want to rush the cashier or the assistant, and they're just like, just go, like, why are you stopping? They get upset when we're trying to recount the numbers on the receipts. There are times when, after scanning everything in the cart, we pause everything, we count the items on the receipt, we make sure that everything is correct. Sometimes this takes a few extra seconds, and members don't like it. So we try to be as quickly as we can, as responsible as we can, and as accurate as we can, but sometimes it just doesn't happen. Sometimes we just get in the mood or groove, I guess, and we're going really fast, we're having conversations, we're having a good time, and then you get to the exit and they're like, hey, they double scanned you for toilet paper, or they scanned you, they missed the toilet paper, which is kind of funny that toilet paper and paper towels being one of the biggest items, sometimes they get missed a lot. So when you hand the receipt to the person at the door, they're doing a couple of things. One, they're making sure that like the list of items kind of like matches what they're seeing on the cart. They're also looking for double scans. So on the items, if they see two items that are exactly the same, they make sure that you actually have two items. And if they can't see them, they'll ask you, hey, did you get two of these? You know, sometimes you have the item on the top and maybe you went back and got another one put at the bottom of the cart or something like that. So we're just making sure that you in fact bought as many items as you said you did. So we are looking out for you, making sure that you didn't pay more than you should have had to. Now, there are the times where the cashier misses an item and then they catch that at the door, and then it's bad news for you. It's like, guess what? They missed an item and you owe us, I don't know, whatever the item costs, whether it's $10 or whether it's $100. So what happens then is they call a supervisor and then they pull you out of the line so they can continue bringing the line forth and people can get out of there. And they take you to an extra register that's by the membership side, where they scan the item or they remove an item, and then they give you your money back or they charge you for your money, and then you're good to go. Hey guys, while I was editing this episode, I realized that I missed one other reason why they check your receipt. When you buy expensive items or very small items that are not out in the middle of the store, but rather in a back room, the supervisor that brings you that item will usually check your receipt as a sign of you receiving the item. So when you go to the exit door, they make sure that you, in fact, did get your item. This could be anywhere from a video game to iPhones, gift cards, jewelry, mostly things in electronics, really. But again, we're just looking out for you. We're just making sure that you're getting the items that you paid for. Now, I do need to say every Costco and every employee is going to be different. There are employees that are going to be extremely meticulous about their process, and they will look at every single item and they will look under the cart and inside of the box and everything, and they'll take their time making sure that everything on the receipt is in your cart. And then there are going to be employees that just kind of look at it, they eyeball it, and they're like, yeah, this looks pretty accurate, and they just let you go. So that may also affect whether or not you get out of there quickly or not. So that being said, it's always good to have your receipt in hand when you're ready to check out. Again, if you're going to be in a line and you know that they're going to check your receipt, just go ahead and grab that receipt, keep it in hand so that when you get to the person, you can just hand them the receipt, they'll check you, and you're good to go. So let's say that after you check out, you decide that you want to get a slice of pizza or maybe a hot dog, a drink, and then you're hanging out for a little while, and then you're looking for that receipt because you're ready to go and you can't find it. You lost it. You might have thrown it away and didn't realize it, or maybe one of the kids saw it and picked it up thinking it was just garbage or something. A lot of things have happened and now you don't have your receipt. So what can you do? Well, it's really simple. All you have to do is find a supervisor, meaning anybody with a red vest, and then just let them know that you lost your receipt and you would like a copy. So what they'll need from you is your membership card, and they'll take that into the office where they have a little computer where they can look at today's orders, and they'll reprint the receipt for you, and then you will be good to go. Now, what happens if you lose your receipt after you get out of the store and you're home and you've put everything away and then something doesn't work, you need to return something? Well, the good news is all of the receipts have your membership number right here. So you don't need your receipt to return something. It makes things easier for cashiers at the returns desk. But if you don't have it, it's not an issue. All you have to do is show your membership card and they'll be able to find that receipt, because your membership actually keeps a history of everything you've ever purchased at every Costco ever. The only time you do need to worry about keeping that receipt is if you're buying a gift for someone. It's good to keep the receipt in case they need to exchange it or return it. That way, if they need to do that return, if they present this, then they'll get the full amount. Otherwise, they get whatever the value of the item is at the time at the Costco where they're returning it. That's going to be another video. I am going to make a video on return policy and how all of that works. But this is all about receipts and why we check them and why you don't need to worry about maybe losing them every now and then. Alright guys, so that's the reason we check receipts when you're leaving the store. So next time you'll be prepared and you'll understand what is going on when you hand that receipt and they give you a little smiley face or a little line. And if this helped you out, please like this video. It lets me know that I'm being helpful. Share it with your friends, subscribe if you haven't subscribed and you'd like to know a little bit more about Costco. And if you have any questions or suggestions, please let me know in the comment section below so that I can make a video about it. Until next time. Bye.